Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Yeah, most dimes are star chasers. Most dimes are star chasers. Let me put these glasses on and everything. Man, that feel good. Hey, real quick, I was having some car trouble the last few days. I just didn't say anything. A lot of parts I was cutting out found out. When I had my battery changed in January, they put the wrong type of battery in. It was starting to affect the car. But I was able to get a free one. Yeah. Always check behind some shit. Always know. But anyway, right? Yeah, most dimes are star chasers. Now, what's a star chaser? A star chaser is that type of woman who she's only going to deal with stars. It's not even about necessarily like just the money aspect where she's he's paying for shit and all of that, not necessarily that, because usually in that situation she just wants to receive. No, a star means she's basking not just really in her glow but really his glow, because he's a star, so she's a part of that. She's getting something. See, understand one thing, a secret about women: they're very competitive. Women are very, very competitive, and they want to get the top man. And even when you look at weddings and stuff, that's really announcing to the world that, it's me. Everything's focused on her. Because if you think about weddings, right, the man, he just out there, The woman, everybody got staying. He could be out there. They sitting, chilling, talking and whatnot. When she's staying, he got to, when she come in, everybody got to stand. So that's a woman's nature, but part of having attention, she want to get the top man. That's like hypergamy. But like I said before, in a video, I said most women can't practice true hypergamy. They ain't beautiful enough, because let's be real, the power a woman has is in her beauty. That's her power. That's her power. That's a woman's power. That's why that's why much of the economy is focused on stuff to make a woman look better. Indeed, that's another conversation, because a lot of these diamond stores, jewelry stores, clothing stores, they ain't getting the same thing, because quite frankly, people ain't dating out here like they used to, And if a woman ain't getting the play that she wants, if she ain't getting the play she wants, she ain't gonna buy her shit, And that's the seven and downs. They want to look beautiful. Everything is set by the diva, the pretty girl and shit. That's just a woman's nature. But see, the diva, the pretty girl, she wants the top man. That's the shit. That started from her imprint. Now, the imprint is like the first 3 men she asleep with, right? But if she's in high school, who's that going to be? Who's that going to be? I want y'all to think about it. Who's that going to be? In high school, that's going to be the popular boys. That's going to be the star athletes and shit. So they start there. They imprinted by those men most likely. They most likely ain't imprinted by that good guy next door who, would treat her right, or, got good intentions. He ordinary Joe. It's rare. Now, like I always say, this is an art, not a science. There might be some exceptions, but it's rare you're going to see it. It's funny about it. I said, something happened to me recently. I ain't going to go into the details. But, that's what made me think about that whole star chaser thing. Because even nowadays, if a YouTuber get big, they still going to get some attention. I mean, I just got to be real with it. Some of the women I've gotten with in the last few years, they knew me from YouTube. They were commenting and shit. And then I'd be like, hey, yeah, hit me and let's talk privately. Boom. All of a sudden, boom. So I'm watching me now. But it's that star chasing thing. See what the woman want. It makes her feel beautiful. It too. If she gets that man, she get that star. And plus, a lot of times a woman be following that star, or some guys will call it status, whatever, and they feel good because they going out and about and everything. Indeed, that's why you got some women talking about they want a man who's making $500,000. They want a star. You got a lot of women in the 1 to 7 range wanting a star, but it's really the 8 to 10 range that actually get that star. Because that's why you'll see a lot of women. Like I saw something, it was with a certain basketball player and stuff. I'll call the name James Harden, right? James Harden. Now this woman who showed some pictures with him, I remember I said, damn, I follow her on IG because she had been on one of those reality TV shows and she already had a baby by another basketball player. You know, that's why you see these women, you know, the Brittany Renners of the world, I'll call their name, they out there and they know it. They only gonna fuck with certain men. They only gonna fuck with certain men. But the men gotta be stars, and it's not. And you're like the entertainers and the athletes, they're obvious. But sometimes, you know, it could be a woman who want to be the first lady of you know, a major church or something. That's still a star right there. Or that top-notch attorney or doctor who got some level of fame. You know, stars. In fact, it was a woman, I don't know if she's still on. Y'all can tell me. Damn, I forgot her name. But she was on WHUR. Damn, I can't think of her name, and I was on her show. But she had written a book. I think it was Dorothy Chapman. I think. Damn, I can't think of her name. Oh, well. I'll think about it. But she's on WHUR on Saturdays. I don't know if she's still on. But she had written a book, and she was talking about women going for pretty boys, bad boys, and star boys. You know? And, you know, and only women who likely to get, like, the men who are stars are dimes. Because if a man's a star, if he got a bunch of women trying to go for him, a bunch of female fans, he's going to get the most beautiful looking one. He's going to get the one that looks good. You know, that's just our nature as men. We're going to go with the best looking woman that we can get. Even though, you know, I can say privately, get with the one who's down for you. Let's just be real. Most men going to go for the best looking one, right? Now, these best looking women, they know they can change, especially they from lower class environments, and they want that rich man, or they want that lifestyle. Shit, that's what they're going to go for. That's what they're going to go for. They're going to go for that, like, drop dead gorgeous woman and shit, that dime. Shit, in fact, some men, when they get to that level, that's all they looking at. If you, like, I'm going to tell you what. Like I said, Rom has been more places than, you can't tell from this car video and shit. And I'm older now, but when you go to those environments where you got those men who got real masters of the universe, stars, men with money and power and all of that, they're only going to have certain types of women there. Shit, I learned that way back in the day, because remember I talked about a time when I went to 2 straight parties. One was a pool party that was kind of hood. And shit, only one woman there had a flat stomach, right? Then the next day went to a party. It was a hotel party exclusive. They don't advertise. You had to know somebody to get in there. Had nothing but professionals. The women looked like Barbies, black Barbies. You know? And I ain't gonna say they were all dimes. There was something in there, but I would say I would rate the women minimum 7. Minimum 7. Which is pretty high. I met some women there too. You know, dated some women, been at those functions. Oh my God, I'm thinking about one, man. Oh my God, her body was like killer. Killer, head to toe, working to be a doctor. You know? Sometimes if those women are professionals or something, they look good, but they got a degree or something, they ain't fucking with some ordinary dude. You know? Shoot, they want a guy got some status and shit. Got some power, you know? They don't want no ordinary 9 to 5. And, you know, I'm just pointing that out because you got a lot of guys who are average, quite frankly average, be wanting like those dimes and shit. And that's some dime that they think, you know, they think is beautiful. I'm talking about consensus, like walk down the street. As Russell Wilson would say, tilts the room. You know? Russell Wilson would say that. That's one of the reasons he's got with Sierra. You know, some guys wondering why. It's like, nah, he wants that. Because one thing, at that level of power, at that level, it's very, very, very important type of woman you with. I never forget, I went with a woman, good pussy, but she probably rated about a 3. Went to this New Year's Eve party with a bunch of attorneys and stuff, right? And like I said, this is way more to Rom. And they were clowning me. They were clowning me. Because the women, they were fine. She was just all right. You know? They were clowning me for a few weeks. Like, when you're in those circles and shit, you got to be with a fine woman. And fine women know that shit. So they hang in those circles. They're here to, if they, you know, because it's, like I said, it's obvious the ones who get the jocks, the athletes, the professional athletes and shit. It's obvious. But a lot of them might go for, like, that doctor that's been in the news a few times, or that attorney, or that businessman who's been, you know, doing some shit. And they'll find where they hang out, because that's really a whole different level. Because when you get women, because first of all, like I said, women like that, they were imprinted by the popular boy in school. They were imprinted by the boy who might have been like, you know, considered the most handsome consensusly by the girls in the school, you know? Because they want that shit, because really that's where it starts, like high school. Because the divas and stuff run schools. The divas, the pretty girls, run the schools, and they know it. You be getting some shows about that and stuff and talking about that, but that's just a reality. The pretty girls running shit. So, you know, when they go to college, shoot, it's just, they just take it to another level. When they go to college, they'll take it to another level. And then when they out in the world, they ain't gonna just get some ordinary guy. Because they'll find out, because one of the things I found with them, they start networking. 2 pretty girls, yeah, we always hear about women hating on each other, and they do. But when you get some pretty girls, they'll find out where the other pretty girls are hanging. And usually they're going to be at the places, wherever the top level men are. The masters, and I mean masters of the universe. Like if you go to a cigar lounge or something, don't be surprised to see some fine ass women in there. You know? Don't be surprised hanging out or something. They right there, or bistros or wherever. Even clubs and stuff. They're going to go to the high-end clubs. They might even join the membership clubs. You know, some of the lower women in there, they might go to something like an Afro-Tech or something. Try to get those guys up there. These women want the stars. Like I say, it's not just mere gold digging, like just trying to get a man to spend money on them. They looking for that lifestyle. And plus, they were imprinted by the stars. So, you know, when they're women like that, they're going to be star chasers. They're only going to want, like, guys who got something going on. I've seen some. You got to have something. And then, trust me. And even if they not a dime, but somehow, you know, got enough about them, maybe, they're usually going to be a dime, or, like, somebody who got a killer body. Maybe average face killer body. But somebody who can get, like, those stars. And it's just interesting because a lot of guys will want that dime, and a lot of guys fantasize about that dime. And, you know, a lot of guys want to figure out how they can get a woman to get with them. But, dude, they got to hit you up. You can hit their DMs. Understand, you DMing them or you calling them beautiful or something don't mean shit. 500 other men doing the same thing. But see, that man who a star, he know the women gonna come for him. He don't really have to chase. See, that's one thing, especially they well known, they got some fame, they athletes or something, the women chasing them. The women chasing them, you know? Because he got something going on. Only exceptions, only way you can still get those women if you're a true Goodbar. And that's regardless of, that's on another level too. I don't talk about that a lot. A lot of guys ain't gonna get there. It just is what it is. But when you get that, when that woman, shoot, she be like, yeah, he fine, but what else he doing and shit. It really is a totally different thing. Because most guys, let's just be real, most guys can't get in those environments. Shit, I would have to shave this to get back in that environment myself. I could. I'm just chilled now. Because when you get those women and shit, or they stars themselves, oh man, they don't want no ordinary dude. Because I remember when I did that seminar with Mr. Lucario and Miles Cunningham up in New York. I met this woman, I'd say she a mid-level movie star. Because we had a big space. She was doing something in the other space. And we chopped it up for a few minutes and shit. I was like, oh shit. She was real friendly, but see, then I was suited and booted. You know, got my gold watch on and everything. Shaved. She might have been like, if I came in there looking like this. You know, because it's a certain image and a certain power that stars have. And if you, I'm gonna tell you what, if you're an ordinary guy, you want those type of women, ain't nothing wrong with it, but you gotta get your shit together. You gotta raise your shit up. You gotta become that star or some level of stardom. Like I said, nowadays YouTube is you prominent on YouTube, you can get some attention and shit if you prominent on YouTube. But even then, you may not get the Dymes, but you still get some attractive women. Ask me how I know. Shit. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing a lot of guys gotta understand. That's a whole different level. A lot of guys ain't been at that level, though. Like I said, I can dip in and out of it as my choosing. I haven't dipped in a while because I did talk with a woman, but she was upper middle class background and everything. She said they haven't had any real events and shit to go to, but she'll give me a call. And even then, I know I gotta be sharp. Got that tailored suit, nice shoes. Let the barber bless me. They ain't gonna be looking like all this. But yeah, you get that level, man. Most of them. Like I said, it could be an exception. Like the only exceptions I see if the woman was a swan, like those swan types. Now they'll go for ordinary guy because once again the imprint comes in. The imprint was probably an ordinary guy. You know, well, ordinary 3 guys. You know. Like the best way to really understand a woman who she go for, just ask about the first 3 men she slept with. Seriously. So like a swan, she was ordinary in high school as a kid, so she's the type of deal with ordinary type of men. Like even when she get beautiful and shit. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's about the only real exception. Only real exception. The rest of them, though, shit. The rest of them, these shit, you want the time of day, you better be a star yourself. You better have something going on for you. Because think about it like another thing. Think about a beautiful woman. Really think about it. A beautiful woman got guys constantly hitting on her. If she even have social media, you'd be surprised how many don't because they don't want to be bothered. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many like women aren't on social media. You know? You'd be surprised. But you know, just being you'll have trouble getting with that woman. Because you gotta have something going for you. Something. Like I know one, like guys would go, I give her about a 7, but you know, she went out with one of those like conventionally handsome, tall, muscular. Plus he had tats and shit, so he was checking all the buttons and shit. You know? And he loved Jesus. He was checking the necessary buttons. She got with him. But, you know, when you get these beautiful women and shit, that's why I said yesterday, they choosing. They choosing. They don't have to put up with anything. They don't have to settle for any man. They usually don't. True dimes. And let me be clear, because somebody had hit up I think it was a woman judging by the name, talking about that thing is subjective. No, true dime is consensus. Never objective, but consensus. Like, she could compete. Like, most people gonna look at her and say, okay, she fine. You know? There's more to it. She gonna be an ideal. Right? Be at an ideal weight or something like that. You know, that's the consensus. That's the consensus, and that's what she gonna be. And women like that, they ain't got the po-po over here. What the fuck? What's up? Got 2 po-po over here. I just want to get some food. God damn. Nah, motherfucker, when you got 2 motherfuckers chase you, you did some fucked up shit. It's a brother, man. What's up, man? Assalamu alaikum. Shit. God damn. Oh, well, it is what it is. I ain't in no trouble. Police stop me. Usually police stop me, just give me warnings. I don't be doing no shit. I say, yeah, officer, I was speeding. Yeah, I got a heavy foot. Anyway, yeah, most times they're gonna go for most are gonna be star chasers. It is what it is. It really is on that higher level. Like, and only people understand that shit. You've been to the higher level parties. You know, you've been to the exclusive places. Shit, they operate in just knowing them, hooking up with a couple. Just a couple. I ain't gonna lie and say, oh yeah, all the women I dealt with were dimes. Like I said earlier, I had gone as low as a 3. Pussy was good though. That shit was tight as shit. You ever had some pussy that was just so good, even through the condom? It was like I was hitting that shit raw. That's how like good and wet and tight it was. That shit was good. I was like, shit. Overlooked some other shit, but yeah. But I dealt with a couple. Trust me, it's a different world though. It's a different world. And people say, well, how'd you get? Remember, I'm a writer. Even before I got on YouTube, I was a writer. You'd be surprised how many women I met just pushing my book. I remember I met this one. She definitely. I put her about an 8. 8. Yeah, I put her about an 8. Now she called me. She picked up my stuff at this fashion show. You know, read the books, called me. Didn't hit it though, cause she was boring as shit. She was boring. I remember I was at this thing, and me and my wife, now co-parent, we were doing some vending. She came in, and my wife, now co-parent, looked at me and was like, "You didn't hit that?" I was like, she was born. Yeah, I can be that way, though. I can be that way. Like I said, y'all seeing me now, but Ron, y'all be surprised how I used to roll. Y'all be surprised. That's how I know shit. Yeah, and I'd like to keep it that way. Let's just say I got a lot of secrets. There's some famous people, man. I got some shit about them. So they don't fuck with me. So, and they be calling me up, too. And be like, Rom, you ain't gonna mention my name, right? That's one thing you gotta learn. If you do want to get in that world or something, you just gotta be discreet what you do. You want to be there, you know. I still gotta be discreet, and I'll leave it at that. All right. So anyway, let me go in and get some food, man. I'll talk to y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. Y'all know I don't do car shit. Well, hold up. I don't know why I'm thinking today Friday, today Thursday. I'll give y'all something tomorrow. All right.